Let's welcome Dr. Phil.
Awesome. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Good morning.
I can't wait. I know I have individual conversations with a lot of you guys today, and I'm very excited about that. I think you guys know this. I actually love meeting one-on-one with people. It's my favorite thing, and with small groups because I get to know people. It's harder sometimes when I'm in front of a big group of people because then I don't get to connect, and I really love to connect. Because again, I know that Janet said something about energy, and she's absolutely right. Positive energy is so important. I noticed there's a lot of people from Paul Engelman's group and Derek's group up here. I think one of the reasons is those two do have a lot of positive energy, right? And actually, I look out in the crowd, and absolutely everyone in this room has been a positive energy source for me, so thank you. I made that. I think sometimes we forget to tell each other thank you, but you guys, when I go to bed at night, the thing that probably keeps me awake the most is that I think of throughout the day who maybe I didn't get to speak with enough, or who I didn't say thank you to, or I wasn't able to express that I really care. So why does that matter? I told you guys yesterday, it matters to me because in life, you don't know what's going to happen the next day. And of course, I learned that at a young age by having cancer. And of course, when you have a diagnosis of a brain tumor or a spinal tumor, and I had Lyme disease, and I know Byron may speak today of some issues his family had in that area with health. But you know, all those things, all it adds up to for me is that I'm very thankful that God has given me this opportunity in life to be able to live life with people. And it's a gift every time I get to meet a new person. I'm just so thankful for it. At first it rained. Mike Aberman was teasing me yesterday because I was not that good talking to people. And part of it was because I felt so inadequate. I felt so painfully inferior to meeting so many people that I could not connect with, and I was scared they would not know how much I cared, that it really did overwhelm me. And I've always kind of been that way. I don't like going into a situation in a room and walking in and being the center of attention, because then I feel like, what if I miss someone, or someone's having a bad day, or their life's going bad, and I did not impact them in a positive way. So one of the things that I love about our products is, even though we only have so much time in a day, and we only have so many things we can do in life, we're able to give these products to people where they really can share positive things throughout their day. Today, I am going to talk to you guys about Pure, and this says introducing a proprietary blend to a prebiotic and a probiotic. Well, you guys are probably thinking, she's already introduced this, the company's already introduced this. But I really don't think that when it was first introduced, and I actually was the one responsible for doing that from a scientific perspective, I kind of shared with you guys yesterday, I don't really feel like I did that in an adequate way. Because Pure is such an amazing product, and even though I had spent 1 year of my life working for a biotech pharma company with Crohn's, diverticulitis, ulcerative colitis, and all of the GI issues, and I worked with human monoclonal antibodies to help doctors fix things like that, and I had worked with probiotics, I really had not studied since then all the different things prebiotics and probiotics could do. So even when I go into a lab, or if the manufacturer asks me, tell me, Christina, what you think about this product, what do you think we should add, what should we take away, how do you think we should develop it, it doesn't mean I know everything about the topic, because it's almost impossible to. It goes back to, do I know everything about you even though I think I've seen you 5 times? No, right? It takes time and it takes a lot of work and a lot of energy. And when you guys ask questions, what happens is it propels me to even look into products more and to be able to explain them. I love the name Pure. It's a great name for this product. I tell my children all the time what my mother told me. You're going to fail. Things aren't perfect. Things break down. You're going to have things in life that are severely disappointing. But all you have is who you are, and you need to be pure. Your heart, your intentions need to be pure. And then guess what? All those failures and all those things that somehow seem to always go wrong in life, it's okay. Because if your intentions are pure, and your heart is pure, and you're doing things for the right reasons, it always will work out. Maybe not the way we want it to work out, but at the end of the day, we are doing the right thing. And that is what is so incredible about this product. I was thinking last night, how do I talk about Pure so I can really get across what this product is? And the truth is, your body is full of things that are just going wrong. That's what I think on a daily basis. I'm so used to dealing with problems because as a scientist, I've done everything from being a psychologist and treating people for social issues and personal emotional issues, to working in investigator-sponsored trials in oncology, immunology, dermatology, and different areas of science to really figure out how we can create things to help people. Things are always wrong. Things are going wrong every second in your body, but you can make it right. What I love about what we have here at this company is we have the solution. How often in life do you have things that happen and you don't know the solution? For me, it's every day, especially with 4 children. I am here this morning. I have a son playing in a basketball tournament that's actually very important in Atlanta. I have a daughter that's actually also in Atlanta playing travel volleyball. And then I have a rugby player that was recognized by the SEC as being the MVP player and first team SEC for rugby in the United States. And I'm not at his banquet today. And this morning, I actually sent each child flowers, balloons, and chocolates to their hotel rooms. And I also sent some of the mothers that are very dear friends of mine with things so that they could give them to the kids. And then every time I leave my home, I'm going to tell you guys what I do for my kids. And when you meet them, they can tell you what I do. But I go throughout my house and I leave stickers on every mirror. One time a friend said to me, "Why do you have mirrors everywhere in your house?" And I said, because I've traveled my entire career, and my mother, when she would be gone, would leave me Bible verses on the mirrors and give me encouraging words of what should happen that day. So with my children, that's what I do. I also leave them a note for each day that they open with a Bible verse and a prayer that says, "Bless you abundantly, keep evil far from you, and have the best day possible." Because there's only one you. In your body, you've got things that are happening that are going wrong. You've got things that the body probably naturally wouldn't want to happen. You've got cells that are not functioning and that are not happy because they're being attacked. You need to go throughout the body and leave notes and stickers on the mirrors, which means the organs, the GI, the heart, and the brain, that says, "I love you. Even those things aren't perfect, let's make it better." So while in a perfect world, I would be at a basketball game a volleyball game, and a banquet today, there's no way I actually could be at all three of those events all day. And here. If you ask me, do you feel guilty that you're not there? I feel guilty, but on the flip side of things, I understand the reality that my children are going to grow up, and in life, their mother is not going to always be there every day. In life, they're not going to be able to have everything they want. And when they get married someday, even though they probably will want their spouse there every second, that's not going to happen. So instead, I equip my children with the tools to have the best life possible so that when their mother is not there, they know that God loves them, their mother loves them, and it's going to be okay. And it's their time to shine because their life is not my life, right? It's theirs. This is their opportunity, as I tell them, to be the star that they are. And I always say this to them, you're so much better than me. That's how I feel about all the people here. I'm very thankful that I have the opportunity to work with people that are so much better than me at so many things. I could be jealous. Thank goodness that's not what I do. That's not how I feel. Instead, I know that you guys have this opportunity to go out and share things like this product with people that will change people's lives, that will help them. And I really feel like we minimize the power and the ability we have for being here at Rain and having these products. Because Pure truly is a product that when you put it in your body, you're telling your cells, I care about you, I love you, I want things to be better. And an imperfect body, it needs that support. Just like in an imperfect world, we need to support each other, and we need to make sure that we bring things to other people that will really help them in their life. You guys, I have to tell you, traveling to all these countries, there's times I feel like things are just out of control. Turning on the news and watching different things with politics and wars, it's very disappointing to me, and it's very easy to get distracted and to feel negative about those things. Instead, I focus on the ability that we have to travel throughout the world. I mean, look at how many groups Paul Engelman has set up all over the place, and Derek. Look at how, when you go to Canada, you beautiful women go from place to place to place to really share this with other families so that you can help each other. I could take Germany, Slovakia, I can take Ukraine, and just the beauty that these people have shared. And I know that this year we're going to have the ability to do that in the United States, even more. We're the foundation because the corporate headquarters are out of here, right? We're in North America, so you've got another amazing place with Mexico that's growing very rapidly. And I just know that taking the leaders, not just in the United States, but also in other countries, to come to the United States to help us grow it is an incredible opportunity that we have. And I know that there have been things in this company and every company that go wrong. But I know if we have the ability to continue to learn about these products and what they do, we are going to be able to continuously provide a positive aspect to other people's bodies and lives. So when I talk about the prebiotic and probiotic, you guys understand when you shake that package, you put it in the water, and I think I explained to you guys yesterday, if it was up to me, people would start their day taking this product. Before they take the other products, so that everything's working correctly, this is a product that will really help everything work in the appropriate manner. Now, I have had some people, because I get a lot of WhatsApp texts and emails, talk to me about the fact that they cannot take Pure all at once, that it actually bothers them to take this product. I will tell you that's not typical of a prebiotic and probiotic after you get used to it. But at first, I want you guys to know what's happening when you take it. You're putting a bacteria that's a good bacteria with what I call as a scientist catalyst into the body. And what I mean by catalyst is basically an energy in the product that will help the product be delivered throughout the body, not just the GI, but throughout the body. And you're putting it in there. And what happens when you put a good bacteria into a place where there's bad bacteria? If you guys have heard me do the talks about gangs, you'll understand exactly what's happening. When you have a city and there's a part of the city with a neighborhood that has gangs in it, what happens? The police come in to try to clean out that city or that area where the gangs are, right? Well, are those gang members happy? No, because then they can't sell drugs. They can't have their guns and shoot each other. They're very upset. So what are they trying to do? They try to fight the police. Not until those gang members go into jail or get dispersed does that ever change. So that is why some of you, when you take this product, in the very beginning, you don't have a favorable response. Some of you may feel like, just like you do with Core, because Core is a cleanse, you might feel like, I have to go to the bathroom more, or something's upsetting my stomach. So if that is happening, and you have customers where that's happening, what you need to tell them is to start with 1/3 of the packet of Pure in water, and don't drink it all at once, but drink it throughout the day. So you're constantly diluting it. If those people are having problems with that in the immediate beginning, that's what they're gonna have to do. And those packets are fine. You don't want to keep them in heat, but you can put them in the refrigerator or keep them in a place that's not hot. Don't add them to the water. If you have added it to water, you will want to refrigerate that because you don't want to keep a bacteria or a prebiotic or a probiotic in the heat and moisture because it could go bad and become something you don't want it to become. So what you want to do though is you want to put it in like a whole bottle of water like you have there. But if they're having problems, instead of the whole packet, you would put 1/3 of the packet. That will help them get used to that. And my advice, I know what we used to do when I worked at the pharmaceutical biotech company, we would tell people to give it 1 to 2 weeks to get used to it. So don't expect overnight when you're having issues with the Pure for it to be changed. You want to wait till your body gets used to it. How many of you guys have heard this from any of your customers? I've gotten a lot lately, and I feel like, again, it's because we did not, and I didn't, it's no one else's responsibility but mine, we did not educate, or I did not educate appropriately on what really to expect and what happens. It's because a lot of people, though, will not have any reaction. You guys will feel like nothing's going on, maybe you feel more energy, maybe you'll notice that you're losing weight, but you really don't feel a huge difference. But what is happening is, it's like a silent police. It's going into most of people's bodies, and it really is helping the GI be pure or have peace. And then what happens? Your neurotransmitters in your stomach communicate not just with the brain, but also with the heart. So that's why when people tell me they have cardiovascular issues, or they have something that is going on that's affecting ears, throat, in anything that's basically from here to here, I immediately say you need to make sure that you're taking Pure. And I really don't think that was something that I communicated, but it's because you want to bring in the good environment into your body. So again, when your body is there, it's looking in the mirror as something that says, I care about you. Things are good. Now let's have a good day. And even though things are going to go wrong today, let's make sure that we have a good start and we try to support the body. That's what these products do. So I don't care what is going on in your life, this product is a product that is meant to really stabilize everything in the body. So if you have to do it slowly, then you may have to do it, like I said, over a period of 2 weeks. Another thing that you guys need to know is that when people are on chemotherapy and radiation drugs, and we don't promote our products for anything other than supporting the body, right? Making the body be the best it can be, but in some instances, that day, they won't want you to take a prebiotic and a probiotic. Why? Well, we know when you take antibiotics, it's good to take a prebiotic, probiotic, right? But when you take a major radiation chemotherapy, sometimes on that day, they just don't want anything really introduced into the body that day. And a lot of times they'll say it's anywhere from a 24 to a 72-hour period. If you ask me, if it were me and my family members, what I would do, I would definitely wait 24 to 48 hours, just so you all know. But again, every person is different. Some people actually are on the chemotherapy and radiation, and they're already taking Pure, and they think it's really helping, and absolutely they should keep doing that. So, but anyway, I want to go into a little bit more about what's inside of Pure. So when I said I'm introducing Pure, we talked yesterday about the fact that even though you guys know my name's Christina, I don't know if you guys call me Christina or Dr. Cook, but you know me, but you may not know everything inside of me, right? Which I feel like every time I'm on stage, I'm sharing more about myself with you all. But the first bacteria that is in this is Lactobacillus acidophilus, and it is a gram-positive bacteria. I actually have worked on this with different companies in the past that were pharmaceutical biotech companies with this bacteria because, as you guys can see at the bottom, it's known to really help Crohn's disease. And Crohn's disease is an autoimmune disorder, and a lot of times it's associated with rheumatoid arthritis or another autoimmune disorder, but it really can impact your life. People can die from Crohn's disease. People can gradually deteriorate. And if you said to me, why? It's just something that's in the GI. Why does that affect the whole body? Your GI has got to be working effectively for the rest of your organs to work effectively. And a lot of times that's something that people don't realize and doctors forget. It's really, really important that that is happening with, that you guys are understanding that when you put this particular bacteria in, if you look historically, this bacteria has been very strong at helping people that have diverticulitis, Crohn's disease, and different types of GI issues. So it basically is a good bacteria that goes in and can really help. Now I did put something up here that shows that with studies, it can help with infections in children and skin problems. I want to address this as well when it comes to the product. There are some pediatricians that do not feel like you should take Pure until you're 2 years old because the GI of the child has not developed completely until they're 2. There are other pediatricians that feel like a child should be able to take a prebiotic and probiotic as early as 6 to 9 months. So there's a difference of opinion, and I have read every study I can get my hands on, just so you guys know. And it's kind of a 50-50 split. And again, I think it goes back to what's going on with the child and what the child really needs. But we do know that these bacteria have been known, again, to help children and help adults with ear, nose, and throat infections. That's why when you guys say to me, I have bronchitis, or like temple, like you've been sick, you've got to make sure that you're taking the Pure for a lot of those things because it's very important. That bacteria in your GI will actually help you with the rest of your body. So when people say how much Pure in a day, typically I say 1 to 2, but I know some people that take up to 4 a day. And you guys may know people that take more, I don't know. You can sprinkle it on yogurt and different things that will actually activate it. I even know people that have put it into coffee and teas. So there are different things that you can do. Now, if you ask me, do you think that you should put it into coffee and tea? My answer is, it depends because of the heat of the product. I wouldn't. I know some people do, but from my perspective, no. I can tell you caffeine is another catalyst. It basically is a source that will activate ingredients and propel it to go into more of the cellular level. However, with this particular product, I really wouldn't advise that. So unless it's a cold coffee, I just don't really like this particular product being taken with things that are very hot, because my concern would be it would be left out, then reheated, and then it would just basically kill all the good bacteria. So you would be wasting the actual pure packet, you know. This is also known to help with skin problems, and that is why I have so many results from the trials that we're doing in ISMS that actually show that Pure is helping people's skin look better. And it's because of the good bacteria that you need. When your skin breaks out from acne, it's bad bacteria, right? So how do you combat that? It goes right back to the police coming in and getting rid of the gang. The thing is, it doesn't come as much to the skin, and when you're in the GI, you know, we make the prebiotics and probiotics for the GI. But the truth is, what I really want to talk to you guys about is that's affecting this entire body and not just the GI. So someone yesterday asked me if I had ever put Pure on my face. And my answer is not yet. But now I have to try. So if any of you guys do, any of you women, let me know. I'd love to know how that works. Then you have Bifidobacterium lactis. And that's a gram-positive anaerobic rod-shaped bacteria. And I actually spent a lot of time in a lab a long time ago in my career working with this particular type of bacteria. It is a good bacteria. If it's made incorrectly, it can cause issues. That's why if you guys go in and Google these particular bacterias, you can find different information. And it just goes back to, a lot of times you'll take a segment of an article, but that's not the real complete story. So for example, in some of our products, like Bend and Pure and Form, we use different things like fermented sugars, or stevia, or we'll use things like malic acid. I was sitting back there with Byron yesterday, and I was showing him articles which talked about the ingredients that we're using in our products and how protective they are for the heart and the mind and the joints, even though it's a type of stevia. There's actually 3 types of stevia. If you look at the overall number, there's 27, but there's 3 main types, and the type that we use in the manufacturing is one that is very protective of actually the joints and the heart. I bet that was something that most of you guys didn't know, because I know you guys get questions on that. So if you guys need answers to those questions, what I did yesterday is I actually sent some emails to people like Susie, and I think maybe Temple. There were different people I was sending these emails to that asked me questions where I was giving them the information. But before I leave on this trip, if you guys would like me to send you information that you would like to know on the ingredients in our products, please give me your emails, and I will make sure that I get that information to you. Because one of the things I like about this meeting, while I wish it was a little bit bigger, and I know that we will grow and it will keep getting bigger, while I wish it was bigger, I told you guys, I actually love the fact that I get to know you all one-on-one. And I love the fact that because of the size, I can respond to you guys and make sure I get you this information. If you have a group of 4,000, 5,000 people, it's almost impossible. But for a group this size, what I'd like to tell you guys is if you need information on that, this is a great meeting for me to be able to get that to you all. So before I leave, if you can make sure you get that information to me, I'll be able, because I have had a lot of questions about this product, especially recently, and I want to make sure that I get you guys the answers that you need. I'm going to go back. Let me talk a little bit more about this particular bacteria. I want to go way down to where it says it reduces weight gain, fat mass, and improves glucose tolerance in mice. We actually have seen a lot of animal studies with this particular bacteria that really show that it helps with everything from cholesterol to insulin to weight loss. And we do have some trials in with people where they're looking at this, and they have more extensive trials. There's a patient registry right now that's looking extensively at this particular bacteria. So they will have preliminary results in the next 3 months, and I'll be able to get you guys more information. But they have seen repetitively that this is one of the bacteria that really does help combat obesity. And we have a pretty high content of that in the Pure. So when you guys ask me what price do you take for weight gain, I think I've said this to you guys before. We know that people that are on prebiotics and probiotics lose an average of 2 to 5 pounds a year without doing anything different. That means not changing anything. No additional exercise, nothing. Who in here would like to lose 5 pounds if they don't have to do anything different? Let me raise my hand really high. So I have ulterior motives. It's funny. Another thing I was talking to my family is if you have an ulterior motive, you should say, I have an ulterior motive here. So, for example, I have an ulterior motive to get to know you all because I want to help your groups and so we can always work together, right?
Yes.
I think it's important and your ulterior motives are pure. They're good. So for me, yeah, I take this because I want to help my GI and I want to help everything else going on in my body. But my other ulterior motive is I would like to lose 5 pounds and not have to do anything different. So, and still have ice cream and stuff every once in a while. So anyway, that's what's really great. And then if I want to go back up, it also shows it fights tumor growth. So when you guys ask me, I have a friend that has a tumor, or I have someone that is really sick, what do I need to do? If you'll hear me say pure, I think that's confusing to a lot of people, but this is why. One of the products I did research with a long time ago was CBD oil. It was the same way. It used to be able to really help people with tumors. People ask me, Christina, is that an area of expertise that you have? My answer is, no, it's just one of the things I researched at different points in my career, but I also worked with this bacteria, and it is able to help tumors shrink. So if you guys know anyone that has colon cancer or different types of cancer that affect from here down, or even things that go into the brain, you want to remember this when you're educating people. And again, I think if I had a hope and desire, it would be to educate you guys so you could take all this information back to people and make sure that they know when they have sick family members and different things going on. You don't have to make claims when you educate people on what this stuff does. And that's why a lot of times when people will ask me for different slides, yes, I give people slides. Like I know that when I was in Canada, I shared a lot of these slides with the Canadian group because I want you guys to go out and really educate people on all these different things. And then B. bifidum, it's one of the most common probiotic bacteria. Again, it is known to really help with the antioxidant properties. And one of the things that I love about this, besides the fact that it combats H. pylori, which is really, really one of the tough bacteria that we know now can actually cause cancer. It combats that, but one of the things I really like about it, again, alternative motive, Christina, why do you take pure? Well, sometimes I'm stressed, and I know that this particular bacteria has lots of different data behind it that helps fight off stress, depression, anxiety. How many of you guys can go get a prescription from a doctor that could do all these things? Because I think I told you guys, I actually have worked on a lot of different products, and there's never been products that we have that are actually able to do all these things. So I love hearing testimonials from people like Temple, who has had a brain tumor like me, where she saw the tumor shrink, or from Susie, where she talks about the fact that she has all these different people that are doing case studies where they see that they're having these phenomenal results. And this is why. It's not just the packet you're giving them, it's the ingredients of what's inside. So what did we talk about yesterday? I could be the most beautiful, wealthy person there is. If I do not have a good inside and pure heart, who cares? Do you really care? At the end of the day, when you lay in bed and you die someday, because we all are going to, you want to know you made a difference and you did the right thing. These products are very, very good products. They're able, we really do, we put the different types of bacteria so that they would be able to help. And I have a lot of you guys ask me about the amount of ICFs, IBUs, and I'm here to tell you that we added the amount that you need. Like a lot of these prebiotics and probiotics, they will put an amount, but it's not activated in a way that will really help from the GI up because of the different bacteria that's being used. So this was strategically made so you would have the targeted ingredients personalized so it would work in the different areas of the body. I think you guys know that these bacteria, all 3 of them, are known to help with diabetes. So inulin is produced by many plants. It's a chicory root. Really, this was used more than anything for the prebiotic fiber. But again, it is known to help with diabetes and upper and lower GI issues, as well as a variety of things like kidney function, weight management. It's just one of those things you don't usually use a lot. It can also be known as a catalyst in the formula to really help formulas work better. So we have other different ingredients that are in Pure. We really look at the profile of the different things that we put into our products. It's more extensive. So for example, with Pure, we used a proprietary blend of other things, including seeds and other bacteria, so that we did not just add 3 bacteria to the Pure. In one of the proprietary formulas, there's 17. On the other packet, there's 19. It's a very, very powerful product. It's very soothing. And again, it sets your body's expectation. I care. I'm getting ready to give you other products. I can't be in there with you guys, but I'm going to give you what you need. I really meant what I said when I said, can you guys start your day by looking at yourself in the mirror and telling yourself that you love yourself? Because that is how you will really start the energy level of your day where it needs to be. And then by putting things into the body, you're letting your body know you care. All these things going on in here are working for you, or they're working against you. So you got to support them. So this is one of those things that will really support your body as you are going through the day and taking the other products. I would say try to take it 30 minutes to an hour before you take your other products if you can. If you can't, I don't want you guys to stress out about it. I told you there's the best case scenario and then there's reality. Some days I get up and I just take everything at once. The bad case scenario is when I don't take anything. That's not a great day. I'm not supporting my body. So now we're going to talk about form. And I think this is another product I've really left out. I apologize about that for you guys because this is a very important product. It's one of the other products that has taken me a while to get used to. I've never really been great at drinking protein shakes. I can mix them with different things, but I'm just not great at it. So for me, in order to take form, I have to put bananas and different, and this is going to sound really bad, I sometimes put chocolate chips and things like that in it. I think I've been more honest on stage this time than ever. And I credit my children because they keep making fun of me. So they're watching my videos online and then they're saying, Mom, you're not telling them the whole truth about what you eat. It's the great thing about having kids, they keep you honest. So pea protein, chia seed protein, pumpkin protein. You guys, 3 of my favorite things. Love chia seeds. I have packets of chia seed in my pantry. I have packets of pumpkin protein in my pantry. And I also have pea protein. But to have it all in one product is phenomenal. And there's NIH and PubMed studies that actually show for the branch-chain amino acids, your pea proteins are just as good as whey proteins, and even better because they're a vegan, non-GMO sourced product here that's really delivering the right sourcing. This goes back to what everyone always asks me, Christina, is this organic? My answer, if you eat a fish out of a sewage, is it still good for you? Probably not, right? Our products are sourced from the best places in the world, so they're delivered to you all and manufactured in a way that you're getting the best ingredients. That's really what's happening, and that's what's so phenomenal, I think, about this particular product. Again, you have inulin, cranberry extract, grapeseed, chicory root. So let me ask you guys, how many of you guys take form every day? How many of you guys work out every day? Well, I'm going to halfway raise my hand because sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, so I'd be lying if I raised it for every day. A lot of people think this product is for people that work out. Your body, you guys, has to have protein to work. I get really confused. If you guys ask me about weight loss, if you ever will pay attention to my answers, they probably change. Do you want to know why? All of our products are actually supportive of weight loss, which I think is phenomenal. These weight loss fads, I've tried it. Like, I've tried taking the keto pills that are supposed to help your body go into ketosis, but if you look at the ingredient profile, you're not going to see pure things like red raspberry like you see in our red salt, right? You're not going to see bacterias that are healthy bacterias that you see in our pure. You're going to see a bunch of things that are actually not good for your body. So if you can take these products that are really there to support the nutrients and the profile in your body so you have the best day, again, you're able to give yourself a gift, and no one else is going to be able to do this for you guys. You have to do it. And another thing is, you can't do it for your customers, but what you can do is educate them on the science behind this and why it works, and then let them see how it works. Now, if you ask me, are people going to see a notice from Form or Pure? This goes back to some people will, some people won't. But I would encourage people that are on this product and Pure, both of these products, to take before and after pictures, because this is meant to help the muscles in your body look leaner and stronger. Your body either turns into fat or muscle, right? If you don't work out every day, it's harder for the fat to turn into muscle. But if you take things like this, just so you guys know, even when you can't work out, it's going to help your body look better. And it's going to help your body function better. Without protein, your body cannot burn anything. Your body cannot do the things it needs to do. It's like having a car without gas. You could have the most beautiful car in the world. If it doesn't have gas, it's not going to go anywhere. So this is a very important product. And then if you ask me, does it help people that are on different products when they're sick with autoimmune disorders? Absolutely. The body has to have protein to fight diseases, to fight viruses, to fight bacteria. Otherwise, it doesn't have the energy it needs to do it. And yes, you can get protein, of course, from eating foods, but this is an ability for your body to have something that it does not really have to do anything else as far as getting the protein throughout the day. You could have 3 of these shakes in a day, and you would get the protein that your body needed. So I love the fact that it's a natural source. And when I say natural, this is a natural way that was sourced from the right place. It wasn't sourced from the sewage. It was sourced from the best places in the world so that you guys would have the best products. I know there's companies that sometimes charge $25, $35 for a product that seems similar to ours, but they're different. Because our products are special, because they're made in a way that are really helping the body. I love seeing people that are personal trainers. I know we have some here. I love talking to you guys because I know you guys understand how important this is. You just really have to have the appropriate ingredients that will work. So 100% vegan, it's high in the good proteins, and it helps you stay full. I had breakfast with Dino this morning, and I had an egg, and I was really full, and I started thinking, why am I so full? It's because earlier I had had some form. So I usually, when I have that, don't feel like eating. So it's gluten-free, low in carbohydrates, so a lot of people say, can you take this on a paleo, keto? It's really friendly for almost every kind of diet. And actually, if you look at our products, most of them are friendly for any diet you choose, because keto is kind of the target right now that a lot of people talk about, but I think you guys know those change. They're always kind of bad diets. They change with time. The reality is all those diets will work, but to sustain something long term and to make you the healthiest you can be, you want to put these things into your body that will really support the body throughout the day. So it's like having a personal trainer. I think we still need people like you all, but this is a really good product. And finally, I think this is the last time I'm talking today, so I just want to encourage everyone that We are so fortunate and blessed to have the products that we have. And my hope and desire is that every time we have a conversation, we approach it in a positive way. I say this all the time, and I hope that you guys don't get tired of it. I don't have the energy or time in my life to be around negativity. My life is too short, and I simply don't want to be around people that are talking negative. I honestly don't. And yeah, maybe those people that are talking negative don't like me, because the truth is I just simply won't stand for it. I would rather be somewhere else than be around negative people. And I would rather be around people like you all that are making positive changes in life and in my body. I don't have time for negativity either. So I've got to put the right things in my body to show that I care and I'm supporting it, or else I'm really not living what I preach every day. If I just go out and I'm nice to you all, but I'm not nice to myself, I failed miserably. You're each here to make a difference. Don't be jealous of each other, because you are the only one that God made like you. And I'm very thankful for that. We have no need to be jealous of each other, because we are so fortunate that we were made the way we are, and we have the ability to impact billions and trillions of people's lives. And I can't do it, but you guys can. So thank you so much, and I really enjoyed it.